Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome back. Today we are going to be reacting to the rapper going viral for being too fat. That is a title and a half right there. Dave Blunts. I've been seeing him like everywhere in my feed. There's a song he does where he says, "I can't put down the cup." And I don't know why that is the funniest shit to me. But for some reason, I don't know why it sounds so. It's really just, I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup. Clearly he cannot put down the cup. But anyways, before we get into this, make sure you check out Luista and their video. Link will be in the description. But let's get into this.
In a lot of ways. Some of them are embedded in the streets, while others have crippling addictions to drugs and alcohol, putting them in a constant risk of overdosing. But for Dave Blunts, the situation is a little different, because even though he claims that he can't put down the cup, that's just one of the dangers that's facing him. While the walk could be a problem, it's his waistline that really has people wondering if there's a way back before it's too late. It's your boy Luista, and today we're discussing the Dave Blunts controversy. Recently, Iowa-based rapper Dave Blunts has been making moves.
I will say, I never thought we would actually have a bigger rapper than Lizzo, so, I mean, congrats to him on that.
He's appeared on prominent platforms like On The Radar, and has steadily dropped 7 projects over the course of the past year. And gradually, his buzz has been building, with fans enjoying his high-pitched delivery and melodic style.
Sipping on promethazine, with lean I fell in love. I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup.
But the attention he was getting back then doesn't compare to the chaos that surrounds him now. Because I
don't know, to me, it's just like his facial expressions, and just like his, like, I don't know, like, he's like, his head in proportion to the rest of him is just so, I don't know if I should be, it's funny, it's just, he looks funny. I realize he's unhealthy, he should probably get better for himself, but this is what makes him famous. I would actually like to see him maybe, you know, go on the weight loss journey and become healthy, but some people are too far gone.
First ever show,
who knows?
People couldn't believe what they were seeing. Immediately, Blunts shocked everyone with the sheer size of him, and the fact that he couldn't even stand up the whole performance. And as soon as the footage hit social media, everyone had jokes. One user said the notorious BMI. Others referred to him as the last chairbender and claimed, "Fuck the cup, but he gotta put the plate down." He was even dunked on by fitness influencers like Bradley Martin, who could barely understand how someone of that size exists, even unflatteringly comparing him to a notoriously obese Star Wars character.
Bro, he got a what the I didn't know he was that fat. You couldn't tell he was that fat in the radar thing. This guy looks like Jabba the Hutt, bro.
God damn, bro.
It's kinda... Anyways. Alright.
Left alarmed by what they had seen, hip-hop commentators scrambled.
Oh, no, I got an ad. Of course. Oh. See, I don't know, YouTube's been doing this thing where it'll start playing the ad and it doesn't show the skip thing right away.
To give their audiences the scoop on Dave, all the while remaining in disbelief over the situation that he's in at such a young
Okay, there we go.
age.
Oh, he's a lean sipper. How much I think he weighed? About like 300? Nah, more than 300. Yeah, probably like about 600 pounds. Right? I don't know too much about him in terms
600
of
pounds
his come up
is too
story.
much.
I'm guessing he just got on with that one song. I think once he's gotten past that very small phase of, okay, he's new, he's going to want to make sure his health is good. And if his health is good, now granted, I think people would look at just like his size and be like, yo, bro, we can't lie to you and say this is any type of healthy weight, brother. You look more than morbidly obese, right?
Although it seems like he appeared overnight, the Davenport MC has actually been working towards this for a long time. In a recent interview, he revealed that he's actually been cooking in the studio for 6 years now.
Damn.
Everybody told me I was crazy. You know, I felt like Chicken Little, but now I really feel like Chicken Little because the sky is really falling. You know what I'm saying? After such a long time attempting to reach big audiences, Dave should be ecstatic about the position that he's currently in. But between the public's reaction to him and some persistent health issues, things likely aren't panning out the way that he hoped they would. Because for most people who've recently discovered him, the conversation is less about whether he has the talent to be a future star, but if he's going to live to see the age of 30. As footage of his inaugural live show went wild on.
Clearly, he actually is capable of having good flows and even some decent punchlines here and there. And he clearly has some vocal chops on him. Obviously, auto-tune included. But obviously, you have to be able to sing for the auto-tune to sound semi-decent. So, yeah, I think that is kind of more of the question is, not that whether he's possible to be a good artist, but whether it's possible that he's going to make it long enough to see that happen.
Out online, he was unsurprisingly in for a lot of comments about his rotund look. But while Dave must have assumed that the internet would have had a field day with that, one thing that he likely didn't expect was that a hip-hop legend would be taking shots at him. Under a video of Dave performing, Snoop Dogg came out of nowhere to give him some unsolicited advice. Well, put down the chicken wings and the Tata chips, nephew, and that chair gonna break soon. Get to the end of the cup. Clearly, his assessment from Snoop struck a chord with Dave because soon he took to Instagram to tell the Dogfather that he didn't deserve that and to clap back at Snoop for playing a sexual abuser in the hood classic Baby Boy. I'm actually a very good guy. I take care of my family, I put my friends into positions to win, and I'm chasing my dreams every day. Despite his best efforts, Dave couldn't put this behind him or leave it at that. So he took a bold step of dissing Snoop from the stage at Juice WRLD Day.
Hey, Chicago, do y'all have a problem with me sitting down on this stage? Exactly. Get the f*** Snoop Dogg.
Right off the bat, he
Damn,
tried to explain
bro's
why he
coming in with
talked
the
about
heat.
a legend like that.
And as far as the Snoop Dogg shit, yeah, I mean, that's real.
I feel like Snoop Dogg just be dissing anybody. Bro dissed Eminem. And then I would have to imagine Dr. Dre was just like, hey, come on, guys, let's be friends. And then, they made that song together.
On the first altercation we had, I got on the stage and he said, put down the chips, put down the all that other shit. And I'm just like, my whole thing about that, why I didn't like that was because that was a very proud moment. That was my first time performing, and I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just performed, achieved my goals, and that was a really proud moment for me. So for me to get online the next day and to see people shame me for that, I don't necessarily feel like that's cool.
And for his part, Snoop
Honestly,
actually laughed
I think I have to agree with him.
That was funny. Go ahead, Lord.
The only problem, though, is just that, you could literally be the most perfect person on the internet and people are still gonna shit on you. So it's inevitable.
Do your thing, cuz. I ain't fucking with you. Have your fun. I apologize to this nigga. He's still going off on me, cuz. I must be getting old.
But when you realize that Dave wasn't just sitting down again during this performance, but was literally hooked up to an oxygen tank while doing it, it's no wonder why the internet completely backed Snoop and agreed that he had a valid point.
Because y'all might not notice this, he couldn't even hold his breath up long enough to sing his own song. Then this girl came on whenever she realized that. Snoop Dogg wants to call him a fat ass. Snoop Dogg's right. Snoop Dogg at the end of the day, he's 50, 60 years old, still going around doing shit all the time. This dude's never gonna be 50, 60 years old. He's losing fucking weight. He couldn't even sing his song, even sitting down. Okay,
this is true.
Years old.
These are definitely all facts, but I'm more of an individual who tries to understand everybody. So I can definitely understand both sides of the argument.
In the process, he even woke up catching strays from comedian Godfrey, who had Snoop's back.
This is not me putting him down, but I think Snoop Dogg was actually giving a Snoop's gonna say it his way. What did you want Snoop to go, hey, sweetheart, you gotta just... No, it's Snoop, man. Snoop put some laughing emojis there. Actually, he's paying attention to you. He's trying to help you out. That's the way he's trying to help you out. It's this woke society now, this so-called fat shaming that is keeping people in bad health. I'm afraid for the guy. Let's keep it 100.
That's something I said at the beginning. I was like, this guy just don't even know if he's gonna make it, and you don't really want that for anybody.
Age with an oxygen tank, sir. When you say get off your dick, let's be honest. Can you find it?
At the moment, it seems like all of the press he's getting is a double-edged sword. Because while he's reaching new milestones in his career, there's also a whole subreddit dedicated to mocking him rather than being made out of genuine fandom. Is there a human being long enough to make it through Dave's cheek tunnel? Besides that, Dave also can't do an interview without his weight coming up as one of the main
Online on Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands
main topics.
I'm like, yo, this dude's voice is angelic. It's crisp. It sounds 300 pounds lighter.
Right.
I didn't know it was you.
What do you mean 300 pounds light? How do you sound skinny?
Well, you just sound angelic. You just sound like...
I'm trying to see if I should be offended by that or not.
Technically, you shouldn't. I don't think, because that just means that you're able to sound so much better than you look.
Yeah.
You know?
Despite the fact that he has 7 albums out and a viral hit with his track The Cup, alongside other
I gotta say,
tracks,
he took that pretty good. He honestly took that pretty good. I am pretty sure if someone started saying shit like that to me, I would not have been as calm.
Music is generally not the first, second, or third thing that anyone wants to ask him about, because across the board, they are more interested in his condition than anything else.
In one of your songs, you said every time you fly, you have to buy 2 seats.
Yeah.
Is that all right? You
that's real. Yeah, that's real. I gotta take 2 seats. Yeah, man. That shit is.
I was wondering, like, where do you shop at to get your clothes and shit?
Mainly like places online is where I get my clothes. Yeah.
You got like a plug and shit that lace you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I see you always got the black and gray sweatsuit on.
Yeah, man.
You know, became like your image.
I mean, this is the only clothes that I really have.
And even when he's not on these platforms to defend himself, it's evident that they don't take him completely seriously.
Bro, you can't. You're gonna die, dude. Whoa.
They hold those even when it look fucking baked.
That's a mystery. That's a hot tank. It's not a mystery. He's got an oxygen tank. First of all, live oxygen around fire is not a good idea. In a club where people are smoking, there's a reason why they don't bring those shits around. Right. In that form, the shit's flammable.
Not to cast judgment, I just hope that your career's doing better now. I would hope that you are on some sort of plan to do something about it.
Right, exactly. And, it's like you've got the money now, so now you can literally start paying people to make you healthy. You don't even have to do it yourself. You can literally pay people to do it for you.
Live longer to enjoy your success.
Who's around them? Who's enabling them? Who's around them?
Right.
I'll tell you one thing. But can you even stop him? It's his money. It's his life. You really can't. You can't stop.
You gotta have somebody around you.
Nah, bro, you can be around anybody with any kind of bad habit and tell them all the best things in the world. They're not obligated to listen to you. They don't have to care what you think. And if it's their money they're spending, they'll tell you to mind your business, get off my dick, etc., etc. Like, you get tired of tossing out advice to somebody who just doesn't want to listen.
Considering how long he's been aspiring to do this, it's obvious that music matters immensely to Dave. He's even described it as a toxic relationship and said that only his mom prevented him from giving up when he was ready to abandon his goals.
I threw the equipment in the garbage. Like, she dug it out of the garbage, put it on my bed, and she was like, don't give up on your dreams, some shit like that. And yeah, bro, like, shit. After
that's a good
that,
mom.
Like, I had to keep
that's
going.
Like some fucking. That's like fucking Spider-Man getting his suit back. That's like that's special.
So did you wanted to quit back then? Like, what
I've been making music since like 2018. I've quit and came back to that shit so many times. It's like I had like an abusive relationship with music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now she stopped him from making music, but she probably didn't intend that he'd be treated as a sideshow attraction by some. However, she likely takes pride in how he's being supported by others. Alongside the love of a whole lot of fans, he's had cosigns from Lil Yachty, and apparently there's even talk of them working together.
First thing Lil Yachty told me, just normal nigga shit, him telling me to get a trainer, me telling him, get some new nail polish. We spoke on the phone, and the first thing he told me is like, your music is really good. It's like, it's different, I knew Juice WRLD, it reminds me of him, and we're gonna do an album together, so you just have to keep grinding, and I can't wait to work on that album. And I said, yeah, me either.
Likewise, SZA has shown love to him on social media.
There's been a lot of big artists that have reached out and shit. Like, just the other day, SZA liked my shit.
Yo,
fucking SZA.
Hell
yeah, SZA.
That's crazy.
That video with Nirvana.
Yeah.
And she liked that video.
Yeah, she
yes,
did.
Yes, dude, that is huge.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
How did you think that even reached her? Because she doesn't follow Nirvana.
I don't fucking know, man. People be saying I have a mythical For You page pull and shit. I don't know. That could be what it is, man. But
bro, I need to see you flick up with SZA. Like, that would be
that would be fire. Yeah.
But amid all of this progress that he's making, the big problem is that the attention he gets from his weight comes with a higher price than just a few jokes. In recent months, Dave has been making repeated visits to the hospital, even trying to record from there to ensure that his momentum doesn't slow down too much. As he recently revealed,
Recording from a
his
hospital
health
bed is
problems
pretty-
date back to his high school days, as he's always been on the bigger side.
Why were you in the hospital?
I had like severe asthma. I think I was at school and I passed out and they couldn't wake me up, and I ended up having like pneumonia, some shit like that.
But as the strain of carrying that kind of excess weight continued to spiral out of control, he has already suffered life-threatening issues. And at the age of 23, Dave has already come back from the brink of heart failure.
Yeah, I made that song while I was in the hospital. So I was actually in my hospital bed.
Wow.
My
I didn't
mom
realize
brought
he was
my
that
studio
young.
equipment to the
He's only a
hospital.
few years older than me.
Shit, I was cooking up while I was in there. Learned how to walk again and shit like that. Had a catheter in, all that shit. So
Why were you in the hospital?
Heart failure.
Damn.
And if that wasn't a wake-up call, who knows what is? Over time, Dave has spent so much time in medical centers that even his dreams of being with one of his homegirls were crushed there.
Well, the first hospital room story that comes to my mind is, my friend Solar, I poured my heart out to her and, she didn't feel the same way. It really hurt me down deep to the core. And it took a lot of time to get over it, but I think I'm finally over it now. I'm ready to get back in the field.
But alongside making music while he's there, Blunt suggests that he also tries to make the best out of a bad situation.
I either posted that, but I took that picture because I was trying to send it to a girl to get some sympathy. Another sympathy picture. I had my grandma take that one for me. She came to visit me and I was like, I need to get these pictures from a different angle to really capture the essence to get.
As much as he's tried to be comical about it, it's clear
Welcome to Rules Talk.
Of course.
If you want to survive in one's
Please,
human, you must remember these rules.
that he is incapable of grinding to the degree that he'd like because of all these issues stemming from his health. But that isn't because he's happy with it or trying to be some tale of body positivity. In fact, Dave has publicly stated that he wants to change, although he is under no illusion that the problem doesn't lie with him.
Is that something that you struggle with, or do you just love yourself and you're like, this is who I am?
Yeah, I'd say it's something that I struggle with, but I'm working on it, you know what I'm saying? I plan, hopefully after this album drops, I can sign a deal and, then I'll have the money to, get a personal trainer, you know what I'm saying, all that shit.
Right,
Do you
exactly.
like overeat, or do you have more like a glandular thing going on?
Well, it's not a glandular thing. I don't know what that is. But.
Well, it's like people either like, it's either like you're kind of doing it to yourself, or like some people have kind of like a health condition.
I'd say it's definitely me doing it to myself, yeah.
At the moment, Dave's health is far from ideal. But
Bro ate his way to 600 pounds. That's insane.
while it is the most pressing issue he needs to address, it's certainly not the only one. Because alongside his weight posing issues for both his well-being and ability to be taken seriously, another problem for Dave is that there are some people who feel his entire image is fake. Since he came out the gate, Dave Blunts has been sharing wild stories about his life. For starters, he claimed he was trapping back in high school.
First memory from high school, probably selling Xans in the bathroom. It was a good time in life. Really, when I think back to like good times in life, I think back to that time of selling Xans in the bathroom at school.
But he wasn't just selling narcotics.
That's
just
a good
as the
time,
song
apparently.
says,
Okay.
He says that his claims that he can't relinquish lean is based on his own real addiction to the purple drink.
Don't go down the rabbit hole, kids.
Yeah.
See where it leads you. 600 pounds.
Wow.
And not being able to put down the cup.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
a real thing. You can't put down the cup.
Yeah.
Over recent months, Dave has built a lore around his life that has seeped into his music alongside tales of drug use. He also frequently raps about an alleged ex-girlfriend from a situationship that he remains hung up on by the name of Madison.
Definitely crying in the kitchen.
Crying in the kitchen for sure, right? That's the one
that shit was about a real situation. That whole album was about a real situation. It's about this girl who I had a situation with. Her name is Madison. It's like her new guy. His name is Julian. Yeah, man, that whole situation is insane.
Yeah, all right, because Madison name, all right, there's a few people that get name dropped a lot in your song.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his wild lyrics. Whether he's being homophobic,
And I love all my niggas, but I promise I'm not a
a pro wrestler to murder his wife and son. But the real danger to Dave's already rocky credibility is that not everyone is happy to take his image at face value, and that's because there's a whole lot of holes in his stories. One prime example came with his alleged girlfriend that
Oh
appeared
my God.
alongside him on stage at Rolling Loud. After images surfaced of the two, an apparent DM leaked where the girl in question denied being in a relationship with Dave and couldn't believe anyone actually thought that. But despite her making no further appearances on his Instagram, Dave has continued to act like they're together in his posts and interviews. I had to find out if my bitch out here fucking. She's not. We good, by the way. Then, during a recent call to No Jumper, he doubled down on the relationship being genuine. However, he sounded very nervous about the prospect of her speaking out.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, no, I did not, man. I'm very respectful. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your girl.
Disrespect her. Yeah, man, that's the love of my life, man.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know from the way you phrased the first part. I didn't realize
so you been smacking that.
Right now, anyways.
You been smacking that. Yeah, we definitely gonna interview her. You wanted her to get an interview. She's made it to No Jumper.
But this is only part of the deception that people feel he's carrying out. Because
that is a little strange.
Online, his love of lean doesn't come across as authentic, and they even think that he's exposed himself several times. These days, Dave is closely associated with the cough syrup. Apparently, he's even getting free lean because of it.
Since you've gotten big making music, have you noticed that people try to tax you more for lean?
No, the opposite. I go to these studio sessions and they're like, here's a free pint. Just, they're giving me free lean. And this shit is unheard of. Nobody, they don't do that.
Yeah, that's, no, I've never heard anyone say that shit.
Like, I'm so serious on my life, on my mom's life, they just give me free lean.
That's fucking lit.
But even though he's always pictured with the cup like an extra large Lil Wayne, and wears custom tracksuits and his love of the purple, there is reason to believe he doesn't sip at all. For starters, he has knocked over his cup on podcasts several times, and it always appears to be empty.
Don't come around me, stop coming around me and my friends. Like, I don't want you around, you know what I'm saying?
For many, this scene...
If there actually was anything in that cup, he would have literally, like, he would have been like, oh shit!
Fairly obvious. This just in, Dave Blunts doesn't drink lean and water is wet. But it appears to be a shock to some, as now, one of his biggest gimmicks is being debunked. Because around the same time that Reddit was waking up to this, he was exposed by No Jumper, who feel that there's just no way he could be sipping and still be surviving.
Is it confirmed that Dave Blunts really sips lean? I'm not saying that comically, like...
No, Mike.
Yeah.
He don't sip lean.
No, and he's honest about it. Because when we did the interview with him, no. It's the
big
an empty cup all the time. There's nothing in the cup.
I seen something in the cup before, and it was purple.
When he did the interview, there's nothing in the cup.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him with anything in the cup. And he's not even, he knocked his cup over like 8 times throughout the course of the fucking interview. And it's like, he's not even really, like, honestly, the way his body is shaped, he cannot drink lean. Let's be real. He's going to die.
All right, so
to make matters worse, his love of lean has led the Iowa rapper to be accused of jacking a style. In recent months, Dave has refused frequent comparisons to Big Mo, another heavyset rapper with a similar image, who was also known for his love affair with lean. Despite the obvious similarities,
do you need a free, easy way to capture your gameplay? Introducing Outplayed.
Bro.
Record anything on your
Stop
PC.
the ads.
Highlight reel.
Dave has insisted that he doesn't know who one of the leading lights of the iconic Screwed Up clique is. But Houston legend Paul Wall isn't buying it, and says that he has to pay homage if he ever wants to be respected in H-Town.
You know, I mean, somebody coming from Houston, from Texas, it's, you know, we see his whole style, which it looks like a junior Big Mo. Big Mo is from the Screwed Up clique. He was also large like that, had very similar hairstyle. Used to always
hairstyle. There is no hair, bro.
You know, velour suits. He had, you know, his whole stuff was purple stuff. He had a song called Purple Stuff, album called Purple Stuff. So when I see Dave Blunts rocking the purple stuff, rocking the velour suits,
interesting.
We see somebody who, you know, might have been influenced from Big Mo, but then he came out saying he never even heard of Big Mo. So us from Houston, we're like, well, how you don't never heard of him, but you got your whole style, sound, and look and everything like him. So I'm a little torn on how I feel
That's a bit
about
sus.
style, but definitely when it comes
I have to agree.
I definitely want to encourage him.
With so many question marks over what's real and what's fake, the effect of all this is that the general public just aren't buying it. After watching the interview, dude's whole life story is damn near a lie. Wherever you stand on Dave Blunts, he is currently at the peak of his relevance to date. And clearly, many of those in the game think there's something special about him. For that reason, his current condition has sparked concern in fellow artists including G-Eazy, Sway Lee, and Jaleel, a rapper with the exact opposite build of Blunts, who offered his assistance. Please gang, we need you here. Anything I can do to help, let me know. Stay healthy, stay creative, block out the negative. Even some of those who have had to stand idly by as a young rapper destroyed themselves with their vices have tried to get through to him. After he performed at Juice WRLD Day, Lil Bibby let it known that he was rooting for him to put down the cup. Despite the fact that he might be confined to a hospital bed right now, Dave still has big plans for 2025. As long as I don't get by a label and they only let me release 1 album a year and shit, I plan on releasing 3 more albums this year. It's gonna continue that theme. The idea of me having a conversation with one of my haters. I plan on releasing a bunch more music. And I'm able to do that because my music is a direct reflection of what's going on with my life at the moment. I'm just a regular, and that's how it's gonna stay. But the issues Dave faces are twofold. As aside from the obvious issues of ensuring he's healthy enough to actually carry out his dreams, he needs to strike while he has the world's attention too. Because unfortunately, his size isn't going to be enough to keep people's attention if they don't take the time to actually listen to his music. And as of right now, his vitality is tied to his weight, and it's working to the point that it's expanding beyond hip-hop.
This all kind of seems like it's intended to go viral. Like, he's on stage with the fucking oxygen tank. That doesn't seem like it's like an accidental thing that he's out there looking like that. So I feel like this has got to be at least partially a play. But it's
agree.
It's working unbelievably well, because I'm even seeing like right-wing commentators. I swear I just saw like Matt Walsh of What Is a Woman, of like, you know, the Daily Wire, basically like attacking him for not even attacking him, but just acknowledging like, this is not healthy, this is insane, this is out of control.
To keep the world locked in, he has to urgently readdress that balance, because it's gonna take a lot more than being viewed as a meme for him to have the career that he wants. But unfortunately, he's still trying to combat that at the moment.
Yes, I am on oxygen currently. As you guys seen, I was in the hospital a few days before my Juice WRLD show, and they said, you're gonna need to be on oxygen and you're gonna have to stay in the hospital. And I said, no, there's no way I'm missing this. Is there any way that I can do the show? And they said, well, if you take oxygen with you, we can okay you to leave the hospital.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, like, bro, I'm not gonna stop nothing from achieving my dreams and achieving my goals. You know what I'm saying?
Above all, success is one thing, but your life is invaluable. And to be able to live any quality of life, Dave needs to take action before it's too late, as you've got some people giving him 2 years tops if he doesn't. And hopefully, with the support of so many renowned figures in hip-hop, he can pull off the transformation that he so badly needs.
He just has to.
It's your boy Lou
just has
Waystud.
to
I want to
actually
thank you all
try.
for watching today's video. As
All right.
always,
thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you check out their video, link in the description, as well as Break Time. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.